In this notebook, I have 5 secret habits that rich people will not tell you. And today, I'm going to tell you them all. Habit number 1. A single minute of procrastination can destroy a month of hard work and discipline. Let's look into that. So, picture this. You've been working out diligently for a whole month, eating clean, sleeping early, working out on time on a daily regimen. You've got a schedule going and you're strict with it. Everything's going good. One day, your buddy comes up to town. You haven't seen him in a while. You guys go out to eat, grab a drink, get some pizza, some dessert. You fall off track. You have a little cheat day. You think to yourself, listen, I've been going hard for a whole week. I deserve this. Now, the second you start telling yourself that you deserve something and you make an exception or you cheat off your goal, the dominoes start falling. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a cookie after your workout. You tell yourself, I just did a whole hour's worth of Peloton. I'm sweating bullets. I deserve this. Hey, you probably do. But these excuses are gonna keep coming, and it all started with that one lapse of judgment that started this whole snowball effect. You're probably thinking this is a totally exaggerated scenario, and you know what? It may be, but I personally have experienced this myself. I was out in Washington State for a whole week. I was in a completely different area in an Airbnb with no food that I normally have with me. I went out shopping for the week. I just got oatmeal, peanut butter, banana. I could live off that for a week, and that's healthy eating to me. During that week, I climbed and summited a whole mountain, which was the hardest experience of my life. I have a whole video about it here, so please check that out. But after I finished that hike, I could tell that I lost so much weight and I just felt so good. Like, I felt like that's how my body should be all the time. But after I finished all of that, my friend and I thought that we deserved to celebrate, went into Seattle, got a bunch of delicious food, granted it's kind of unhealthy, some bubble tea, some dim sum, some desserts, sweets. And it was that feeling of entitlement where I felt that I deserved this food because I just accomplished something so hard. Had I just went for something healthier, like maybe a salad or some juices or fruit bowls, my body would have felt so much better. And I'll tell you what, my body did not feel that good after all this junk that I put into my body. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was really good, don't get me wrong. But if I had to do it again, I probably would have either eaten less or just tried to put healthier options into my body. That example is based off eating and staying healthy, but here's another scenario. You've been working on this paper for the past month, and the due date is coming up. You've been tirelessly working day in and day out, and then you just decide to take a break. I'm not gonna say you went out drinking, because I feel like that can't be the common denominator here. Let's just say you left the computer desk or wherever you were working, went outside and just took a walk. You go off onto campus or into the city, you're off walking, you see some friends, they're like, hey, what's up? And then you just catch up with them, have some small talk, catch up. Everything's great. You're not doing anything wrong. You're catching up with old friends that you haven't seen in forever. But then you notice the time and you see a couple hours flew by. You freak out because the deadline's coming up and you try to get back to work. That whole break threw you off your train of thought. And now this essay won't be as cohesive as it could have been had you just continued working on it and persisted through. Maybe instead of the hour-long, 2-hour-long break, take a nice 5 to 10 minute break. Give yourself a little relaxation. Anyways, that's my take on the first habit. So, moving on to habit number 2. Rich people don't use their money to show off. Rich people use their money to make more money. I can totally agree with this. The first thing I think of is people using their money to either buy real estate or other assets that make money, such as stocks, options, cryptocurrency, businesses, startups. Basically, putting your money to work is the best thing you can do with money, and I think it's one of the main mental changes you need to make to start thinking like the rich. Once you understand the fact that you can make money work for you to make more money, instead of trading your time to make more money, the whole game changes. Now, when they say rich people don't use their money to show off, it's true. There's a lot of rich people out there that are the quiet millionaires, quiet billionaires that don't want to be known, that just put their money to work and just want to live a quiet, happy life. Spend some time with their family, go on vacations, buy a few of the nice things that make them happy. But don't go splurging, like buying a Ferrari, a Lambo, a ship, a plane. Why bother? Now, I do understand that some of the rich people out there buy those lavish luxury items as tax write-offs or business expenses, but for the main majority of people, there's just no point. Moving on to habit number 3. Earning money while sleeping is the ultimate flex. I wouldn't really say this is a habit, this is more of a fact, but yes, once you start making money while you're asleep, that's a huge flex. It's the coolest thing to realize because you're literally making money by doing nothing. And that's just so cool. A great example would be Real estate. You buy a house, you rent it out, put it on Airbnb, short-term rentals, month-to-month, long-term, whatever you want to do. Your tenants are paying your mortgage, and ideally they're paying more than that so that you make a profit. This is very possible with house hacking, doing Airbnbs and short-term rentals. I personally do it, and it's changed my life. Highly recommend you guys looking into it. I made a few Airbnb videos on my channel. If you're interested, please go give them a watch. Another example of this would be creating some type of business such as drop shipping or selling a product on Amazon or your own website. You can have sales consistently go on every minute of the day if you have something to sell. For example, this YouTube channel, although very small and not lucrative, is potentially making me money through ad revenue while I'm asleep. Granted, it's not a lot, it's very small, but I'm making money while I'm asleep, so I can't complain. Habit number 4, never show off. Keep winning in private. Not everyone wants to see you winning. This one speaks some truth. I agree with this one as well. Never showing off. Let's think of all the wealthy people that we've come to know. Let's look at Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, now known as Meta or Metaverse. Yeah, I still don't understand that. Is he walking around Gucci or some Lululemon or Versace? I actually don't even know what brand he wears, but as you've seen in social media posts, he's always wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt, usually. You'll notice that most of these wealthy people usually don't show off their wealth in the clothes they wear. Sometimes that's a sign that they're not that wealthy and they're overcompensating by purchasing these well-known designer brands. A little reverse psychology there. Now, it doesn't apply to everyone, but you do see it a lot with like the Tai Lopez's or all those fake gurus out there, so just keep an eye out. Win in private, not everyone wants to see you winning. Let's face it, the bigger you get, the more successful you become, no matter how good of a person you are or how pure your intentions are, there's always going to be someone who doesn't appreciate what you're doing. And the reason for that isn't usually because they don't like what you're doing, it's more the fact that they don't like where they are in life and they take their anger out on someone who's doing what they want to be doing. It's envy, it's jealousy. You're always gonna have enemies even if you didn't do a single thing wrong. Sad truth of humanity, but you just gotta live with it. I think what they're trying to say here is that it's okay to win in private and stay humble so that you're not attracting all these unwanted attention, unwanted eyes towards you. If you had a family and kids and you were very successful, you wouldn't want the media and the press always at your house, would you? Unless you're like the Kardashians or something. Then I guess you want that attention. And finally, the 5th habit, like-minded friends who treat you to do better is the real game changer. I feel like this one is worded a bit odd, but I understand what they're trying to say. Basically, if you can surround yourself with a group of friends who are supporting what you do and ideally are doing the same thing that you're doing, you guys are just gonna build each other up and you guys will succeed together. I personally feel that is a huge game changer to be in a group surrounded with like-minded individuals, all achieving some type of goal. Looking back at it, my group of friends in high school, they were my best friends. However, 10 years later, here I am today. I don't hang out with those guys anymore because they never leveled up. They never left their comfort zone and exceeded to the next level. I'm not dissing them. This isn't saying that they chose the wrong choice. It's just their goals don't align with what my goals are. So it doesn't make sense for me to surround myself with those type of people who don't have the same mindset, the same drive, the same ambition. So in that case, it's just best to cut them off. Even if they were your best friends, your family, your closest friends, relatives, whatever, it's okay to cut them off because at the end of the day, they're not going to help you reach your goals. So if you can surround yourself with people who would, why wouldn't you do that? All right, I hope that was motivational enough for you. I like this kind of stuff, actually. It's funny, this video idea basically came to me because I was scrolling through Instagram, which is a huge time killer, let me just say. But I do follow a lot of motivational and business pages, and the one post said, 5 habits rich people won't tell you. So I figured, oh, this will be cool. Let's touch on it and let's see what they got. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If it did, please leave a like and comment down below. If you like these types of videos, let me know down below so I can make more of them because this stuff is actually interesting. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace. This journal was actually made for 2020, so I can't really use it, but it's a nice notebook. It's a good prop. So that's a nice sound. That's a little ASMR for you. Okay.